Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is November the 14th, 2024, and I am continuing once again to show you what I got at last week's stamp show. So this is actually, it's part two, but it's probably the fourth video that featured that stamp show. There, of course, was the live stream, so if you wanted to see what it was like while I was wandering around, you can watch that. Then I showed you the video I made while I was there and gave you an overview of some of the things that I bought. And then there was the part one stamp haul video that came out that showed you the $7 winning, I guess, that I had at the auction. So I went through that box and showed you what was in it. And then there was a collection of British stamps that I bought as well, and some first day covers. The last thing that I didn't show you and that I'm going to do today is show you what I got at the 15-cent binders. So if you're unfamiliar with 15-cent binders, every stamp that is inside of it, 15 cents, no matter what the retail value is on it. It is the best way to get a bulk variety of things. Also, a perfect way that if you're a topical collector, if you want to go through and pick out certain topics. If you're a nationwide collector, you can focus just on a certain nation. Maybe you're a collector by years, and then you better have your Scott catalog handy to know what stamps came out in what years. So we're going to do that today. I've got them all laid out before me, and I didn't put them in a certain order, but with those of you with keen eyes will see maybe future giveaways that are going to be coming up, topics that I'll be covering, because that's my main focus. When I sit down at the 15-cent books, yes, I'm looking for a few things that interest me and that might be fill in some gaps in my father's collection, but I don't go with my father's collection to see what stamps he's missing, as of yet anyways. But I do like things that are unusual shapes. I do like things that are certain themes. I do like things that I know in the future that you guys might be interested in owning yourself. So I want to try to collect some of those things so that they can be a part of my monthly giveaways. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, you put the notification bell on, and go back to my Stamp of the Month video if you haven't already, because that's where you're going to be able to enter to be a part of the giveaways. This month's theme was pop culture, so if you go onto that video and you put in the comment that I asked you to put in, you'll be entered to win in the giveaway, which is coming up very soon, probably on the 16th or 17th. So within the next few days, probably this weekend, we'll be doing the draw for that particular one. Now, labor strikes, Canada Post, it looks like we may be going into a strike tomorrow or a lockout. So I'll get this giveaway to the prize winner as soon as I can when mail resumes. I will get that into the mail. So until then, we can have a winner. We can continue putting out videos. We can have more giveaways in the future. And then just as soon as the mail returns here in Canada, I will get things off and posted to the winners. So that being said, let's look at all the stamps that are out there in front of me. We'll talk about some of them as we go through, and you can just have a meander of what's possible to get in the stamp albums. My original plan was to have all of these stamps put into Vario pages so you could see them that way, but they are not as of yet because I don't have the Vario pages that are needed for it. I'm going to try to do this without clunking my head on top of the light that is above me. So you can see, I like unusual shaped stamps, so I've gotten a few of those. I like certain themes. I am showing you themes that may be coming in the future, topics that people have said that they enjoy seeing, so I want to try to get some of that stuff visible as well. And yeah, see the difference in the size of those stamps. There are some CTO stamps in here, I'll give you that. This certainly is a CTO stamp, but not everybody collects just Scott catalog. Some people like the images, some people like the themes, so I wanted to be able to show some of those too. So I did pull out a few CTOs. For me, when I sit down, actually I was talking with one of the dealers that was there. His name's Alex. He's from Halifax, Nova Scotia. He came up. And one of the things dealers kind of get together and talk about sometimes is the types of individuals that come to shows. Everybody kind of comes to a stamp show with a different purpose. Some people have a budget and that's what they want to stick to. Some people are looking for certain things that are going to fill out their collections. And so no matter what the price, if that's what they need, then that's what they're going to get. Other people are looking for bulk volume. They think they get the best deal if they can buy a bunch of things and go through it. So you might buy a mixed worldwide box. You know, sometimes I bid on those at auctions because it gives me lots of things to trade. And then other people are just looking for that one stamp, that one item, that one topic. There's a hedgehog. You can see why I might have got that one. So for me, I probably fall into the category that I want to get the most for my money. And so I tend to buy it that way. Whether I change, probably will over time. You know, I like these government overprint stamps. I got a bunch of those. I have a friend now, Jane Soderno, that has done a whole topic on that particular stamp. So there are some people that do just that. They come and they buy all of one stamp because that's the one they like. They want all the different cancellations. This animal strip, I bought some of these other animal strips in the past, and so I got that to fill out the collection. Some people collect stamps by color. You know, they might have a favorite color, and so that's what they want. I've been fortunate enough to talk to a lot of different people through Instagram, through YouTube comments, about how they're collecting, what they're collecting, when they got started collecting. It varies for so many different people. You can see I got a duplicate there, but I was interested in that topic. And so it's fascinating to see those people like me that have inherited a collection and maybe were influenced by collecting at an early age because of a family member. Other people have picked up the hobby on their own, maybe through social media now. They've learned about these different things that you can collect. Maybe it was a hobby already for them about a topic. You know, maybe they collected miniature dogs that were created or books about dogs. And now they saw, you know, I can collect stamps about dogs as well. Or I can do it about dinosaurs or trains or planes or video games. All that stuff is out there. So that's one of the reasons why I make these videos, is to show you that there are so many different things that you can collect that are featured on stamps. And if you're thinking, wow, this is a lot of stamps, I was thinking the same thing as I was laying them out on this table, because at the time I was just going through the books, pulling the ones that I wanted and putting them aside. And for 15 cents a piece, these are really nice because they were blocks of 4 stamps. So I managed to get all the series there of those blocks that they had available. And I probably just lost my train of thought as I got to those stamps. But that's the nice thing about stamp collecting too, is that you can see a bunch of different things. You can get distracted. It's all right. But I think what I was saying is that at 15 cents a piece, it's not really expensive. So I would pull out the stamps that I wanted, put them aside. And because I shop at these binders every show, they always give me a little bit of a deal too. So I am, you know, I might have bought or pulled out $50 worth of stamps and they might sell them to me for 40 or something to that effect, which is always nice of them to do because they know I'm a returning customer. And that, if I can pull out far enough, those are all the stamps that I got out of the 15-cent catalogs. Is it worth it? To me, it's worth it because one, I get to build up an inventory of stamps that I can trade with other people. 2, I can build up an inventory of stamps about topics that I want to discuss in the future. And at this rate, the topic level is almost unlimited. So I'll be able to have content for a very long time and do giveaways to match. And it's not going to cost me a whole lot of money out of my pocket for doing these things. And I've been lucky enough that other people get on board and send me in material that I can add to these giveaways as well. And number 3, it's a lot of fun. I just sit down, I go through the books, I see the ones I want. I'm having discussion with maybe Jacqueline, who's running the booth while I'm there, or Alex if I'm at his booth, Paul, Mike, all sorts of people that I've gotten to know through these shows. Kyler, who comes from Prince Edward Island and usually has a seat either beside me or me beside him, depending on who gets there first. And we get to see some of the regulars that are there as well. So the social aspect of these shows is fantastic. I'm really enjoying taking on the mantle that my father has bestowed to me about his collection, his passion before. Am I collecting it in a different way? Yes, I am. Because he would go in and he would be filling in gaps. He might show up with a list and go through and try to find the cheapest ones he could find that would fill in that list. Otherwise, he'd be trading with people around the world in order to build his collection that way. I've taken a different approach to it, and I haven't really filled in a whole lot of gaps yet. I have put some things aside. I've had some people watch my videos and send me stamps that I noticed that were missing from the collection, so I put those things aside until I can get Vario pages and some more mounts, some binders. These are all things I'm trying to accumulate and build up. That's when I'll be able to go into his collection and tactfully add to those spaces that he's missing. I don't want to upset the collection too much. I like the fact that I can open a binder and see his handwriting, his handiwork put there. I don't want to completely change it and put all his stamps that are currently on hinges, take them off and put them all in mounts. I don't want to do that, but I would put a mount next to one of his hinge stamps if there was a space set aside for it. So that's kind of what I'm going to look to do in the future. Whether these are 5-year, 10-year plans to do it, I don't know. I'm just having fun with it. I'm trying to share the excitement too with you guys as you guys watch. Lots of you have great comments for me too. Tell me the things that you're interested in, which means in the future I can kind of go and look at stamps and say, you know what? Someone said that they were interested in this topic, and here's a bunch of stamps with that topic. I'm going to grab those and then we'll use them for a giveaway, or I might just send them to them. I know that Media in Finland, she collects stamps that have ice dancing or skating on it. And so I'm very happy that when I can find a few of those, I'm already sending her a card anyways, so why not put a couple stamps in it and send it to her, because I know it should make her happy to get them. So I'm hoping that people that I do that with, if they say, no, this is my collection, I don't want you to send me stamps of it because I'm trying to collect it. That's the fun for me. Like I know my mother-in-law used to collect giraffes, and people would buy giraffes and send them to her. And then it wasn't her collection anymore, she thought. It was just her hoarding giraffes that people were sending. They didn't have a meaning because she couldn't now pinpoint that I bought this on this vacation, or I bought this doing that. So I get that aspect of it too. So if you're ever one of those people that I send you some stamps because I thought that you liked them and you said, really, no, that's not how I want to collect, just let me know and I'll stop sending them. But for those of you who do want to send me stamps, you know what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to either give them away, I'm going to trade them with other people, or I will add them to my father's collection as time permits. I will set them aside for sure if they're special. Like, I just got a beautiful stamp from Kyrgyzstan that came from Stephen in Australia for my birthday. That's not going anywhere. That's going into my collection. I'm going to have it put aside. And so I look forward to that. Well, that's it. That's the end of the haul that you're going to see this way anyways. Some other things may pop up in giveaways coming up that maybe I haven't shown you, but I know we're going to talk about them very soon anyways. So yeah, there might be a few mystery ones, and some of you with keen eyes have already figured out some of the things that might be coming. Well, with that being said, I hope you guys keep tuning in, hearing what's going on. And tomorrow there will be an incoming postcard video of all the stuff that I've received either through official post crossing or direct swaps or surprises that showed in the mail. That's my usual Friday video. That's still going to happen because we've had mail this week. Whether that will happen next Friday, I don't know. Only time will tell. Fingers crossed that things with Canada Post and the Union get resolved quickly and all the staff gets back to work. You guys have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends?
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye.